astonishing image taken from orbit. We don't know by whom yet. We're working on that. On the lunar far side, on the opposite side of the moon from the Earth, almost as far away from the Earth as you can get, almost 180 degrees. Almost on the equator, just south of the equator. A mile-sized, each side is a mile, ziggurat. It looks like a Sumerian pyramid. It's extraordinary. It's enormous. You got to go look, because this is just absolutely astonishing. And I've spent now several days trying to make sure this is real. And to the best of our analytical abilities, it's real. There's a whole bunch of little tells around it that tell us, for one thing, hoaxes are never subtle. This is subtle. This is the kind of thing that an expert would instantly recognize, and unless you have trained eyes, it's going to take you a minute or two maybe to see it. But once you see it, you're never going to not see it. And the most amazing thing is where it's located. It's almost exactly opposite the Earth on the far side of the moon, where you would put a massive pyramid, because we now know from the Enterprise studies that pyramids amplify torsion field energy enormously. That's why we have pyramids all over the world. Why are there pyramids all over the world? Do they talk to each other? Yes, they do. They're linked by hyperdimensional physics. And whatever the reason for this thing being built on the far side of the moon was, part of it had to be to look with this energy through the core of the moon, which we now know from our eclipse studies amplifies torsion energy enormously, and to look through the core at the Earth and to monitor the torsion field changes in the Earth. If some hoaxer has put this thing on a photograph, they figured out all the right things to do to put it in the one place in the whole solar system where it would make sense from a hyperdimensional perspective, which is one of the reasons I think it's real. And I've got Steve Troy working on the footprints, on which orbit, which astronaut took the picture. It may have been Collins all by himself in the command module orbiting around the moon while Neil and Buzz were down on the surface. But this is only a tip of the iceberg as to what they've been hiding for 43 years that we have got to take control of now.